No. Good morning, everybody. Welcome along. It's getting fast towards 11 o'clock. Time for our Tuesday circuit. Just a quick reminder of our RPE scale, which you'll find here. There we go. In fact, I'll turn it around so you can see it the right way round. There we go. So in our warm-up, we're aiming for around about the 10-11 mark. When we get into our main workout, we're going to be looking around the 13-14, possibly 12-13-14 mark. We don't really want to be hitting the 15 for any length of time anyway. You might hit it occasionally, but only for a brief second. So, got the ganger in, we're ready for our circuit, so make sure you've got some space around you, make sure that you've got some water available. We're going to warm ourselves up firstly. You right there, John? A little chill look, having a little chill check in the wall. Make sure you've got some water available, you've got something to hydrate with, and then we'll get ourselves warmed up. You need to warm up for about 10 minutes, so if you're watching this and you want to scoot straight to the circuit, as long as you have a warm up firstly, that would be fine. Crowdfunder's still going on, isn't it? Yeah, Crowdfunder is still going on, so if you want to get involved with that, go onto any of our pages, our website, you'll find a link to the crowdfunding site and help us to get that accessible toilet up into the first floor. Good afternoon, good morning to Deborah Taylor joining us this morning. There we go, they're saying hello to you, Deborah, you probably can't hear it. Anyway, say hello to the team. Say hello to the team. So here they are. So we've got John, we've got Becky, we've got Ollie, we've got Nathan, we've got Lou, and we've got Ben. Sorry, I was looking at the phone then, Nathan, as opposed to, I was thinking, I can't see. Has Ben commented? Ben, are you actually here this week, Ben, or are you cloned somewhere else as well? You're both? All right, so we might get this spurious comment in from, Joanne Townsend.
Hello, Joe.
No, don't say hello to Jo, she's in the Lake District. No.
I hope she's doing it.
As long as you're doing it in the Lake District, Joe.
Photographic evidence.
Enjoy. And we've got Sheila Richardson with us as well. So we'll get ourselves warmed up here. So first, before we do anything else, let's have a look at a set of our posture. So we'll get Becky to do the posture for us. So we'll come sideways, Becky, so keep there. So you're going to put the feet flat on the floor. The feet are in line with the... where are you? The feet are in line with the knees are in line with the hips. We're going to stand tall, lift your shoulders up, roll them back, bring your shoulder blades together, squeeze them and press your shoulders down, lift tall through your neck, chin parallel with the floor, and then we're ready to go. Okay, let's start with the march. Look at that face. The eyes are optional. Have a march on the spot. So start with the march on the spot. Some guy I've never heard of is watching as well. Lee? Lee? Tompkins? I think it's Lee Tompkins is watching, you know? Don't know him? Yeah, I know him, or you know you do. All right. Is it a Wolves supporter? No, I think he supports Aston Villa, doesn't he? Villa, yeah, Aston Villa. Okay, so think about this march. Bring your toes down onto the floor first, roll through to the balls of the foot, and then through to your heels. So it should be a quiet movement. There shouldn't be any stamping of the feet. All right, from there, let's put an arm swing in. So swinging from our shoulders, nice and driving those shoulders backwards. This one's specially for you, Lee. Go like that. That's it. Especially for Lee, a Lee march there. Do you run like Phoebe from Friends as well? All right, from there, let's take the feet shoulders width, have a little bob down and up. Bob down and up. Probably all far too young to remember Dixon of Dock Green, aren't you? Yeah, precisely. Dixon of Dock Green. Well, look, let's not worry about sinking it, okay? In fact, let's go the exact opposite. Makes life interesting. Don't lock your knees out when you come up, in all seriousness. Put your bum back, sit down into it, and come back up, keeping those knees slightly soft. Ben's having a good old wave of his arms at the back there. Okay, from there, let's bring it back into a march. And let's have a knee lift at the front. Okay, so bring your knee up. No higher than hip height. Try and aim for that hip height if you can, and think about as you place your foot back down again onto the toes, rolling through to the heel. So again, it's a nice gentle landing. From there, kick the heels up towards the bum, shifting your weight from side to side. Foot flat on the floor. There we go. There we go. All right, no, yeah, that ship has sailed. Don't worry. Come back here. Let's have a march, and let's make this march a bit stronger. So a little bit of a bigger march, but not too big. And it's not about speed at this point. It's about the size of it. Yeah. So it's about.
It's a family show, this game. It's a family show.
It's about the range of motion, not the speed of it. Okay? Sorry. Filthy mind. Okay, from there, come back here. Let's take a little step forward and back in. As you step forward, plant your heel onto the front foot at the floor. Oh, I can just start again. Plant your front foot, heel first onto the floor, lift onto your toes at the back, and then power through your heel at the front to come back into a standing position. Keep that posture the whole time, so we're not leaning forward, we're standing nice and tall still. Excellent. And then from there, come back into your march. Let's have some circles with those arms out to the side. And then change your circle to the other direction. And then do one hand one way and one the other. There we go, look. Hey, look at that perfection. If Lee was here, it'd be all over the place, wouldn't it? Okay, brilliant. From there, come back into your march. And let's have some shoulder lifts towards the ears and lower. So really raise your shoulders up towards your ears. It's not a shrug, it's a lift. And keep your neck elevated so you don't bring the ears down to your shoulders. If that makes sense. I know what I'm talking about. Excellent. From there, come back into your knee lifts, and let's take an arm across this time. So opposite hand across to the knee. Brilliant. And then kick your heels up behind and kick into the palms of your hands. That's it. Are you out? Okay, from there, come back into your knee lifts. And then just to test them, let's see how we do with this then. So we're going to do one knee lift, one heel raise. One knee lift, one heel kick. One knee, one heel. And then we're going to change it to the other side, okay? So knee, heel. Knee, heel. Got that quite good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. All right, from there, back into your march. Hold on to the wall if you need to. Take the leg out to the side, just to where you feel comfortable, okay? So it doesn't have to be a big move. It can be there, or you can take it up to the side, wherever you feel comfortable, yeah? Where do I feel comfortable? Up here, yeah, you know. Takes me back to my Moulin Rouge days. Nor do I, not anymore. Brings tears to my eyes. Change to the other side for me. So change to the leg. If you're using your support, then either find some support on the other side or turn yourself around 180 degrees so you've got that support there. The movement here is from your hip, so there is no leaning across. It's just that elevation out to the side from your hip, which is why you only take it to where you feel comfortable with it. Come back in. Let's have a march. Put some arms in. Let's have some swimming arms this time. So front crawl. And then let's do some breaststroke. Yeah, is that better? Legs as well. out as well. If ever I do breaststroke, it's hate it. Okay, from there, come back in, let's have a march, and let's take that leg swing in front this time. So again, just to where you feel comfortable. So it doesn't have to go too high. Take it to where you feel comfortable though. Choice is yours. And then change to your other leg. But stay upright. Stay upright, okay? Brilliant. From there, come back into your march, take the arms up and down. You'll need this later on. Bit of a round the world type thing. So taking the arms above your head to meet and bringing them back down again. Excellent. From there, come back in, shoulder width with your feet. Let's have a little bob down and back up. So a little bit deeper than you did last time, but remembering still, you okay? Backside goes back, chest stays lifted, your knees playing up. Is it? Oh dear, John. Welcome to old age. It's all that cycling you did a couple of weeks ago. Still recovering. Ollie, you okay? You're looking very serious today. You all right? There you go. Nice smile. Brilliant. Okay, and from there, come back into your march. You're going to take a step backwards this time. So back in, forward, back in on the other side and forward. This time you place your toes on the floor behind you. If you need to use some support, if you feel unbalanced, then do. Alternatively, you could take a wider stance before you start, so you've got a wider base of support to work from. It's all about our base of support. Okay, come back in, shoulders width with those legs, trunk twist to the side, back into the center and to the side on the other one. Now, try and really focus into your trunk on this, so try and keep your hips locked, yeah? If you struggle with that, what you can do, and I'll get John to do it for you, if you lean against the wall for me, John, no, like that, bottom against the wall and do your trunk twists from there, so lean against it rather than stand right up against it, a bit like this, yeah? So feet forward a bit, that's it, so you can twist. Now, if you feel your backside coming off the wall, that will indicate whether your hips are moving. And then everybody else march. Everybody else march. John, if you could just do it the other way around, so if you could face into the wall. Lovely. And we'll just leave John there for an hour or so. Brilliant. Marching out. Oh, is he marking you? Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Lou. I'm marking you all. I did say only put his bum on it, but, you know.
No, you didn't. It's all on camera.
I can delete it. Okay, from there, let's have that last march. Let's make it a little bit bigger and let's put a little bit more speed in it this time. So we'll go faster and bigger. It's tickled Becky. Okay, from there, let's bring ourselves in. We'll go for our first station. So, as always, you have three options. Station one is our wall sit. Oh, what a one to start with. Who designed the circuit this week?
Ben, surprisingly, he's not on this.
Oh, blimey, what a tough one. So we have our starting position.
Can we ask our viewers to watch Ben as he goes on?
Yeah, as a. Okay, so just sitting against the wall. I'm just going to come around here so you can see that the back is against the wall. Supported, knees soft, yeah, thank you, Becky. Our intermediate is John, who, same position, look, sitting against the wall, but it's a little bit lower. So the difference between John and Becky is that John is just sitting a little bit lower. Now you can easily transition from base to, or starting position to the harder one. And then we take it to the top level. And here we have the sit with a weight as well. Look at that. Makes it look easy, doesn't it? Makes it look easy. There we go. All right, so we have a minute of this. Choose the one you want, and you can go up and down through the levels as you feel comfortable, all right? So get yourself into position, and let's go. Now, Have a look at everybody's feet. So they're firmly planted on the floor. Your weight is down through your heels and then you're leaning against the wall, but you're holding that sit, all right? All of them, just making it look easy.
Nathan's laughing at us.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's thinking, thank God I'm not having to do that one.
Thank God I designed the circuit and put them myself.
And Ollie, as you can see, has the weight. Now, if you wanted to move from Ollie's to John's, obviously you just lose your weight. But it's probably going to be easier for you to do that than to come up from John's to Ollie's, because you're going to have to come out of position to do it. You could pop the weight down quite easily. So if you want to have a go at the harder one, I would probably suggest have a go at it next time rather than transition midway. But this transition from the starting to the intermediate level, you got an itch there, John, scratching your back. It's like a bear in the woods. Then you can... you could just lower the level or bring it back up, and that is your minute. Great job, well done. The important thing to do with that is make sure that you keep breathing. Whenever we hold a static position, there's a tendency to hold your breath. Station 2, this is around the world. So we have our starting position, which is Nathan. Feet are moving the whole time, about hips width apart, and we're taking the arms up and back down, round. Creating your own resistance, okay? Lou is our intermediate person here. Some weight added in there. And as always, remember, if you don't have weights at home, tins, bottles, milk bottles filled with water, sand, anything like that is what you could go with. And then we have Ben, who's got the split stance. So there's the difference. And there's a little bit more speed in there as well. Plus, I think you've got heavier weights, haven't you? Yeah. Tens. Yeah. I think that's a speck of dust after the one there, mate. I don't know if it's a 0. Okay, are you ready then? So we're going to go for our minute. Choose the one you want, and let's take it away. So, as I say, if you're going for the starting option, put your own resistance in, yeah? Don't just let the arms go up and down. You can see how controlled Nathan is making that move. Have a look as well at the feet, which are moving. We come across to our intermediate, and we've got that weight in there. Straight up and straight down out to the side. So it's like a lateral raise, but going all the way up. Weights don't have to meet at the top, but come close. And when you get to your 30 seconds, you're going to swap over to your other leg for me, Ben. Don't have to do it like that. Hey? Show it off now. But work within your range. So any limit of range of movement in your shoulders, just take the weights to where you can. So if they can't come all the way up, that's fine. But try and come above shoulder height so we make it into that round the world position. And again, you can go up and down throughout as far as these are concerned. Again, your transition on this one from base to intermediate, that's your minute. Good job. Well done, everybody. It's probably not going to be so easy. So if you want to try the next level up from base, try it on the next circuit. But to go from our intermediate to our upper level there, you need to go into your split stance. That's all you need to do, really. Station 3 is our front step and reach. Our starting position. So, let's have a look. So that was the side view. Let's come on from the front. So you've got to step forward into a forward lunge. The heel comes down first. We roll through to the ball of the foot. Come onto the toes at the back, holding it there, and twist out to the side before you power back up. Our intermediate is Ollie, and Ollie has got a weight in, so exactly the same movement there, bit of a wobble as well. So a step forward and a rotation with that weight. And then we have John, who is our advanced level, and the difference here is it's John, that's the difference, isn't it? No, the difference is a little bit of a deeper lunge in there as well, and he's got a heavier ball. It's a whole different story. Right, a lot heavier ball, is it? Okay. All right, let's get ourselves ready to go then. A minute and off we go. So, let me come sideways on so you can see again. Becky, I'm sorry, I'm not picking on you. What I want you to look at is this posture. So as Becky stands forward, look, the back stays straight, the hips stay locked. If I come round here, we can see the same is true of John, and I should be able to get Ollie in as well. There you go, lovely. So can you see the back is straight for everybody? We're rotating through from that, and you can see there you can see the difference between Ollie and John, that it's a deeper lunge. So it's a step forward with a half lunge as far as Ollie is concerned for your intermediate. John is coming all the way down. Holding that ball about shoulder height if you can, or that weight about shoulder height, and rotating again through the hips. You are keeping your toes on the floor at the back and planting them down. And then as you power back up, alternating leg every time, you power back up through your heels. And that is your minute, folks. Well done. Moving on. We go to station number 4. Just wend my way through here. Station number 4 is our jumping jacks. So, we have our starting position, which is Lou. Lou has got a half jack, as we call it here. So, step out to the side and arm raise at the same time. And as Lou steps out, look, it's the toes that come down onto the floor. And that is it, okay? Don't power too much through that if you're going to put your heel down. So you could come out to the side and put your heel down, but that makes it more of a step. So if you feel your heel going down, try and keep it lifted. Intermediate is Ben. Ben has got the jumping jack here, so landing onto the toes as well. Now the heels do come down, and he's got the arms elevated out to the side and back on in. And then our top level is faster. Yep. So here, you'll have noticed, thanks very much, cheers Nathan, you'll notice between Ben and Nathan there's a slight bit of a pause, only slight, with Ben, whereas it's a continuous faster movement as far as Nathan is concerned. So choose your position and let's go. A minute. Nice and controlled, back staying straight. Think about your landing if you're going for either the intermediate or the higher option. Whichever you do, it's a soft landing. You'll notice the difference here. Look, have a look at the feet. So, on your intermediate, landing on the toes, rolling down through to the heel of the foot. In that top one, we're staying on the toes, yeah? So, you've got that spring within there as well, so higher intensity. With all of them, the arms are coming out. Obviously, with the intermediate and higher options, the arms are coming above the head, if you can. Whereas with Lou and our starting option, we're coming to shoulder height. That is sufficient for us, yeah? You're making sure that if you're going with your starting option, the supporting leg, the knee stays soft. So the leg that doesn't go out, the knee stays soft there. Don't lock it out. And on all of them, don't lock your knees out as you come back out of it. That is your minute, folks. Well done. Good job. Moving on, we have station number 5. And station number 5 is our bicep curl and press. So this is our station number 5, our bicep curl and our press. John is our starting position there, so feet moving, bicep curl action with the hands and the arms and coming up above the head, using their own resistance there. Important thing here is the elbows are staying in line with the shoulders as we come on up. Same with Becky there, and then only we have weights. So again, have a look at the elbows. They stay in line with the shoulders as the arms come up to the chest. The reason for that is that if you move from the shoulders, then you're actually working your shoulders, not your biceps, and we want the biceps to work. In our advanced position here, we have Ollie. So it's a split stance. Yeah, and again, we'll call out the 30 seconds for you so that you can change that leg over. Again, the elbows are staying in line with the shoulders as you're coming up so that you identify and target into your biceps firstly. Okay, are we ready? Let's go. We're off. So, an elevation above the head, resistance added in by yourself there if you're going for the first option, the starting option. We'll come around here so you can see the posture of everybody as well, because posture is really important. So, good straight backs look. Yeah, can you see the straight back? John has his feet moving. Because there's some weight in there, we have a fixed stance as far as Becky is concerned. And obviously you've got that split stance with Ollie, who's then going to change over to his other leg now. So that's the 30 seconds. And even with Ollie, I just need to thread my way through here. So apologies if you see the odd bit of equipment. You can see the posture is strong, yeah? So regardless of what you're doing, the posture stays strong. You have 15 seconds left to go. Try and keep this up. Focus again on the quality of it, not necessarily the pace. So it doesn't have to be a fast movement. You want to make it a quality movement. So really think about where those elbows are in line with your shoulders. and push up. So press above your head. That is your minute. Great job, folks. Well done. So as you do that one, make sure it's a press above your head rather than just a throw of the weight or the arms above your head. Station number 6 is our reverse flies then. So our starting position is loop. So we have a hinged position from the hips. The arms are coming out to the side. Feet are about hips width apart. Okay, flat on the floor. Our intermediate position is Nathan. So again, that same position, but we've added some weight in this time. And then we come to Ben, who's our advanced position here. Split stance. Same position though, as far as the back is concerned. There's a slight hinge, but because we've got that split stance, it's more of a lean into it than a definite hinge from the hip. Okay, are you ready? Choose whichever one you want to, and let's go for it. I'm just going to come around here a little bit so you can see the position from the side. So can you see the hinge position from the hip? Feet are flat on the floor. We've hinged from the hip to actually elevate those arms out to the side and focus into the chest. Exactly the same with Nathan. Look, there's that hinge at the hip to be able to do that. Whereas we go to Ben, who has a split stance, and we caught it there. I didn't catch it the first time. There's a hold on the third one. Is that right, Ben? Yeah? Thought perhaps he might have just been relaxing. Didn't know. Change over to the other leg. I didn't catch it the first time, you see. My fault, that. So again, you've got this split stance, onto the toes at the back, feet firmly on the floor at the front, pressing through the heel, that pause on the third one. And that pause can be as long as you want it to be, as long as it's no more than about 5 seconds, yeah? Probably a couple of seconds is enough for you. And make sure when you do that pause, you carry on breathing. You don't hold your breath. That is your minute. Great job. Well done, everybody. Okay, we move on to our last station for today. Our last station is our side step and rotate and push. So side step, rotate and push. Station 7. Our starting position is Ollie. So Ollie has a step out to the side, a rotation and a push away, stepping back in, and then we'll change to the other side. Have a look at the feet as we go forward through this, okay? Our intermediate position is Becky. Going out to the side, twist and push away. Out to the other side, twist and push away. Now, we come back in to about shoulders width in the middle, and then step out, ball of the toe down first before you... We're back. Okay, we're gone, we're back, we're gone, we're back. Okay, we're back, John. Let's go for it. So out to the side, again. Here, John is stepping slightly forward, I think, because he's planting his heels down. There we go. Okay, if you're coming slightly forward, John, you need to plant your heel down first. If you're going straight out to the side, you need to plant your toes down. And push out to the side. Okay, are we ready? So you have a minute to go. Choose your position and let's go for it. So, step out, rotate and push. Step out, rotate and push. Yep. Back is nice and straight still. You're pushing out at around about shoulder height, chest height, okay? Not too high. And here, if you're going for your starting position, as Ollie's demonstrating, you're still resisting against it. So it's not a throw out of those arms. It's a controlled movement away from the chest and pulled back in towards you. Again, with Becky, we've got that controlled movement there. So it's all about control all the way through. John, although it's a little bit faster, it's still under control. Okay? Excellent. Keep going. Keep thinking about your posture. Stay strong. If you need to take a rest, then you can do. Again, this is one of those that it's fairly easy, I guess, to move from the intermediate position down to the starting position. You can just get rid of that weight fairly quickly, but it's not that easy to come back up. That is your minute. Well done. Okay, have a little march on the spot. Have a little walk around. Get yourself a drink. Get yourself a breather. But keep your feet moving, so don't stop moving at all right? So that's your first circuit. We're going to do it again. And as I say, if you want to try a different option this time, then do. Please feel free to do so. Take it to a higher level. Challenge yourself a bit if you can, all right? Let's have a look at what we got comments-wise. Have we got any more comments coming in? Let us know how you're getting on. Let us know how you're doing. How are things with you? How did you find that? Was there anything you like adding in there? So if you've got any ideas for something that you'd like to work on, a particular part of your body you'd like to work on, let us know. And we can try and incorporate that into one of the circuits for you. Everybody here is just having a walk around. They're having a bit of a breather, paying a visit, drinks, all of that stuff, yeah? Make sure you remain hydrated, but don't stop moving, as I say. Quick reminder, we have our other circuit tomorrow as well. So from 6 o'clock, 6:15, we'll be live on air. We'll be here getting ready just before then and probably going live just before then. The 6:15 our Wednesday evening circuit kicks off for you. So if you're unable to make it during the day. Now remember, this also stays on our page, so if you want to try the circuit again at a later time, you can do, yeah? Just give us your feedback. Let us know how things are for you. How's it working? How did you find it? As I say, if there's anything you want to work on in particular, then let us know that as well. Okay, so another reminder about our crowdfunder. You can still contribute to that. The details are on our Facebook page and also on our website page, the donate button there, that you can actually donate to try and put towards the funding. We're getting really close. I think we're sort of 17 and a half, high 17 and a half, 17, getting on for the 18, I think we are at the moment. But we need that a little bit more. We need to get to 20,000 by the 24th of July. And that will enable us to put an accessible toilet in upstairs, which will open up the rest of the gym to a whole lot of new people going forward as well. It's going to be important that we have as much space as we can to be able to accommodate everybody. Right, okay, so let's get ourselves ready to go. Our second circuit, exactly the same. So remember, challenge yourself if you can. So try and take it to the next level on this one if you feel comfortable with it. If you don't, then stay where you are. Our first station was our wall sit. And remember, this is a tough one actually, so see how you feel with this. We're going to come sideways again just so you can see the posture. So an excellent demonstration of the position there from Becky, sitting flat against the wall. And then it comes down to, when we go to the next level, it's just a lower sit into the wall. And then we come to the next level, we're adding weight in as well. So it's a similar sit. Now make sure you've got some good trainers on for this, so you've got some grip underneath you, okay? If you feel yourself starting to slip, then don't just hold it there. Bring yourself back up, reset, and go for it again. All right? Are we ready, folks?
We're ready.
We're ready. In which case, let's get ready to rumble. Let's do this. Off we go. So, good position there, look. Sitting against that wall, feet flat on the floor, good posture through the body. Looking nice and relaxed, making it look easy, all of them, aren't they? This is a tough move though. There's a lot of activity going on into your legs to hold you there. So a lot of work going into the quads and hamstrings, keeping you in this position. That added weight, you're right, John? That added weight in there as well when we come to the advanced option here, just adding that additional weight in. And as I said before, remember, anything you've got for weights at home you can utilise. So, you know, some tins, bottles, filled with sand, filled with water, anything. In fact, we'll just come back to John, because that's a good example. Look, if you need to take a rest, then take a rest, yeah? It's about trying to maintain as long as you can. That is your minute. Well done. Good job. Okay, moving on. We're going on to station number 2 again, and this is our round the world. So our round the world is the arm movement that comes up, out to the side, elevated above your head, and then back down. Starting position is no weight, but adding your own resistance in. Our intermediate position with Lou is adding some weight in there. And then we come across to our advanced position, which is with Ben, and we have a split stance with this, don't we? Yeah, a split stance with this. Foot flat on the floor, onto the toes at the back. Again, I'll call out your 30 seconds so you can switch your leg. Are you ready? So, Nathan on our base position here. Feet are staying moving with this. Taking the arms out to the side, resisting against it, though, as he brings the arms up and down. Lou has some weight added in there. Posture is strong as well. Make sure you don't lean back or forward as you do this move, okay? So we're staying nice and tall. And there we have that split stance. Weight added in as well, if you want to. You could even, that is your 30 seconds, so swap over leg for me. You could even, with that advanced position, if you wanted to sort of go from your intermediate to advance but feel a little bit unsteady, focus on just the split stance and bring the movement down to Nathan's level, sorry. So come from Ben to Nathan, if you like, with the split stance but no weight added in. So there's lots of options for you. You do what feels comfortable for you, okay? Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. No biting that lip, Ben. Come on. That's it. Breathe. Look. Oh, you looked as though you were really holding your breath then. And that is your minute, folks. Okay, moving on. Station number 3 is our front step, reach and rotate, as opposed to our side lunge, reach and push, step and push. So, Becky is our starting position. Step forward there, plant the heel onto the floor, roll through to the ball of the foot, rotate out to the side, back in, and then power through from the heel at the front to bring yourself back to a standing position. Same move for our intermediate position with Ollie, but we have some weight added in. And then we come to John, who I had to look out the corner of my eye then. You're just holding the ball up, but it looked as though you were going to do a Harlem Globetrotters spin of the ball on your fingers, jobby, you know? But no. Okay. So with John, I just need to come around the side here so you can see, because it's blue on blue. There we go. It's a deeper stance. Deeper lunge, sorry. So stepping forward, lunging a little bit deeper, changing foot every time. Still planting on the heel at the front, you okay? Still planting the heel at the front and powering back up through. You ready? Let's go. Okay, so choose whichever one you feel comfortable with. Again, we'll come and have a look at our posture. Becky has some really excellent posture here, look. Shoulders back and down, keeping that back nice and straight. Not that everybody else doesn't. Not that everybody else... I did, John. I told you off your shoulders a few weeks ago. Not that everybody else does. But look at this excellent posture from John as well. I don't. It's not a pity posture. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by John over there. Everybody has a really good posture, but I can see Becky's really clearly because of where she's standing. You guys have got blue behind you, so it's not that easy to see your posture. I think I got myself out of that one, don't you, Becky? Yeah. Really, your posture's great. You're my favourite. Don't tell them, though. Okay, so make sure you keep going. That's not your minute. It's not your minute. Keep going. That's your minute. Okay, pause there. Right, we're moving on. Our 4th station is our jumping jacks. So again, remember you have 3 options as far as this is concerned. Our starting position is a half jack, taking the foot out to the side, planting the toe down, taking the arm out at the same time, upper body staying nice and straight, so the action comes from our hips, yeah? Our intermediate is with Ben, who has that, what we probably would class as a traditional jumping jack. There's a little pause in there as his feet come down to the floor, so he lands on the toes, heels come down, and then powers back out of it. And then we come to Nathan, who has the advanced option, where the landing is on the toes and then springing back off those toes to keep it a continuous movement, okay? That is your differences. Choose which one you want, and let's go. A minute on the watch, and we are off. Now, again, still focus on your posture, all right? So tall, straight backs. And just to keep John quiet, really. Look at that good posture from Nathan. Look at that good posture from Ben. And look at that good posture from Lou. We come around here, look, even standing, Ollie's got good posture. John, we're waiting for him around here. And Becky's got good posture as well. It's all his hair weighing him down, that's right. It's because your hair's in your ears, mate. That's why. Oh, it's like being at home. Just a squeaky noise in the background. That's all I am. Don't cry for me. It's okay. I'm just having a moment. Okay, so make sure you keep going with this one and make sure you focus on your technique. Really important that you focus where you're planting that foot. So with the intermediate, you're planting and put your heels down. That's your minute, folks. Well done. When you come to your advanced one, it was a landing on the toes and a powering back through those toes. If you plant your heels down on that faster movement with the more energy into it, there's a possibility you're going to hurt yourself into the calves, which you don't want, or into your Achilles tendon. John, with the most amazing posture I have ever seen, with his bicep curl and press. Don't think I meant that. It's very astute, John. And then we come to Becky, who's our intermediate position here. Exactly the same movement as John, but there's weighted. Now, you will have noticed that, John, you had your feet moving, didn't you? You see? These little things, feet moving, because he doesn't have weight. Because we've added weight into it, we're keeping the feet still. We take it to our advanced level, and we have that split stance. And I'm just going to sneak through here. You've got a mirror behind you and light shining on it, so there we go. So can you see that split stance? Onto the toes at the back and flat with the heel on the front as far as Ollie is concerned. Same movement. Okay, let's get ourselves ready to go then with our minute, and off we go. Now, whichever you choose, your elbows are staying in line with your shoulders. You're driving those arms above your head. Regardless of the fact that John doesn't have any weight, he's still adding resistance into there. So he's not just throwing the arms up in the air, resisting against it. Imagine you're pushing something above your head. When we get to our 30 seconds, we're going to change that split stance across to the other leg. We're not quite there yet, Ollie. When we get there, we will do. So, that is your 30 seconds. Keep going. Don't worry. And focus on your technique. Yep. Feet moving with John at our starting position with both the intermediate and the advanced level. There is no foot movement. The feet are planted firmly on the floor. It's just a difference of where the stance is as far as that is concerned. Keep breathing, no holding your breath, and take it as high as you can above your head. But if you have any limitations in motion in your shoulder, then just take it to where you can. That is your minute, folks. Well done. We're moving on to our sixth station. Our sixth station is our reverse flies. Okay? So, because I'm stood here, I'm going to go with our advanced level first, okay? So our advanced level is the split stance. No, you're fine. Split stance, coming out to the side again after 30 seconds, we're going to change that. Third one as a hold. Into our intermediate, hinging from the hip, feet about shoulders width apart, just a little bit wider than the hips. Taking the arms out to the side, no higher than the shoulder level. So not coming out right behind you, just to level with the back. And then our starting position, exactly the same movement as our intermediate, but there are no weight in there. But the resistance is still added in. Okay, choose the one that you want, get yourself set, and let's get ourselves ready to go. Again, we're going to come and have a look at posture. Just because I want you to make sure you get it right with this one. So we're not putting any pressure on the back. So it's a hinge from the hip, okay? Knees are soft, and let yourself just come forward from your hip rather than just leaning. The back is straight, so the chest is lifted back and down. Those shoulders are back and down, maintaining that good position throughout. So we really focus this movement. Yeah? And you should be feeling this into your upper back, folks, yeah? They are indeed. When we get to our 30 seconds, change your leg for me. Lovely, Ben. So that split stance changes to the leg, and remember you've got that hold in. Now, if you wanted to drop it down a little bit, you could take the hold out on that one, yeah? And if you wanted to add a little bit of extra resistance in, but not take it to a full-blown advance, you could put a little hold in here every now and again with this intermediate. Choice is yours. Choose the level that's right for you, stay with it, and keep focusing on your technique, and that is your minute. Well done, everybody. We're coming on to our last station. Our last station today is our side step, rotate, and push. Behind you. And then we have our starting position, which is Ollie. So stepping out to the side, toes come down, roll through to the heel, plants the foot before he rotates out and pushes away from him, okay? Our intermediate is with Becky. So again, there's that step out, plant, push after rotation, yeah? And then John, a little bit faster, a little bit more continuous within there to add that extra element within there as well. Okay, so choose the one you want, think about your foot placement, focus on your technique, focus on your posture, and we are off for our final minute. This is your last one, folks, okay? So stepping out, planting, rotating, and pushing. They're individual moves, okay? So you step, you plant the foot, you rotate, and then you push, and then you do it all in reverse, okay? Don't try and do it as one swift movement. Although John has got that continuous movement in there. It's still individual movements. If we look, we've got the step, the twist, and then the push. So he's not twisting as he's stepping. And likewise with the others as well as we go through. Okay? Try and keep the weight level with your chest. If you wanted to drop the level down, then you could just pop the weight down. Probably not that easy to go from the a base one to a intermediate without putting weight in. So you could, if you wanted to take it a little bit higher, make it a little bit more continuous and pick up the speed a little bit. But if you do that, you really need to focus on your technique, and that is your minute, folks. Well done. There you go. That is your circuit for today. Good work, everybody. Let us have your feedback, see how things go. You need to have a walk around now. You need to have a little march, you need to have a hydrate. You need to cool yourself down. We're looking at least 5 minutes to do that. Okay? It doesn't have to be a march on the spot, it can be a walk around. So have a little walk around the house, have a little walk around the garden if you've done it in the garden. But make sure you bring yourself down over a period of about at least 5 minutes. Start with quite a vigorous march. Quite a vigorous brisk walk, and then bring it down through the levels. You want to bring your heart rate down, you want to bring your breathing back down. So your heart rate should be around about to where it was before you started the circuit, and your breathing should be around about there as well. Don't go pushing it too hard. Make sure you come all the way down so you bring your body back to its pre-exercise state. Really important, that one, okay? Back tomorrow evening with our circuit for a Wednesday evening, 6:15. And then we also have a 3-dimensional class that will be starting for you in August. So look out for information about that one. And finally, don't forget our crowdfunder. If you can help us out as far as our accessible toilet upstairs is concerned, it would be really, really appreciated. We'll say goodbye to everybody as they come past. So we've got Lou coming past now, so we'll say goodbye to Lou. See you, Lou. John is going to come past in a moment. There's John looking all cool and relaxed. Look, there we go. Goodbye, John. See you soon. Ollie's coming up, look, so we'll say bye to Ollie. See you, Ollie. Take care. Here comes Becky coming round now, so we'll say goodbye to Becky. There's Becky. Look. And here comes Nathan. We'll say goodbye to Nathan. And then we've got Ben as well. Goodbye, everybody. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's have your feedback. And as I say, tomorrow, circuit 6:15. And look out for other stuff coming along as well. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.